Retinal vein occlusion. It is condition in which occlusion of retinal vein occurs due to certain factors is known as retinal vein occlusion. Suppose this is normal structure of eyeball. It is arterial supply, blood supply, venous drainage. So when vein, central retinal vein drains from eyeball, it is occluded. That condition known as retinal vein occlusion. When the vein which is draining blood from eye is occluded, known as retinal vein occlusion, or obstruction of retinal vein. When retinal vein become obstructed, occluded, the condition develops known as retinal vein occlusion, and obstruction occurs due to thrombus or due to embolus. Due to thrombus or due to embolus causes occlusion of retinal vein, and occlusion of retinal vein results into retinal vein occlusion, a condition. Okay, so risk factors for retinal vein occlusion are: in elderly patient, most hypertension, atherosclerosis, arteriosclerosis, diabetes mellitus. These are the risk factor in elder patient: atherosclerosis, arteriosclerosis, hypertension, diabetes mellitus. And in younger patient, the risk factors are branch vein occlusion, these are the risk factors in younger patient: branch vein occlusion. In elder patient, hypertension, diabetes mellitus, and atherosclerosis. These are risk factors. Now, what is pathogenesis of retinal vein occlusion? Pathogenesis happens that when vein is occluded, that results increase intracranial pressure because aqueous humor is not draining. As in previous videos, we have discussed the drainage of aqueous humor into venous plexus. When vein is occluded here, then no drainage of aqueous humor causes increase intraocular pressure. Vein obstruction leads to increase intraocular pressure, and leakage and hemorrhage may happen. Results in neovascularization of retina. Neovascularization results impairment of vision and at the level of lamina cribrosa. Neovascularization level and impairment of vision, leakage, hemorrhage. This is the pathogenesis of retinal vein occlusion. Now coming to the examination, fundus examination shows thunder fundus appearance. Because of blood clots, because of bloody and thunder blood appearance, and atrophy of fundus because of occlusion of the vein, and edema. Thunder fundus appearance, atrophy of the vein, edema. This is the fundus examination. Now coming to the complications of retinal vein occlusion. Complications includes neovascular glaucoma. Patient will develop neovascular glaucoma, increase intraocular pressure because of no drainage of aqueous humor out of eye. So neovascular glaucoma develops, and vitreous hemorrhage may happen. Vitreous hemorrhage, blindness, maculopathy, blindness, maculopathy may happen to the patient. These are complications of retinal vein occlusion: neovascularization, neovascular glaucoma, vitreous hemorrhage, blindness, maculopathy in retinal vein occlusion. And signs will be, as we have already mentioned, the blood thunder fundus, neovascularization, cotton wool spot, dilated veins, and blockage of venous system due to embolus. Now coming to the treatment of retinal vein occlusion. Treatment of retinal vein occlusion, as we have already discussed, that venous system is occluded due to embolus or thrombus. So what we will have to treat, there is no effective treatment in complete retinal vein occlusion, but for pain we can give steroids, and for neovascularization which is going to be happen, so we can give pain retinal photocoagulation to stop neovascularization, to stop progression or occurring of new vessels. We can give pain retinal photocoagulation. And for neovascularization glaucoma, we can also give cryo. So neovascularization, pain retinal photocoagulation, it is a treatment for retinal vein occlusion. That was retinal vein occlusion. In next lecture we will be discussing retinitis pigmentosa.